Think about that first big promotion you got. Remember that specific feeling? You finally saw that extra 500 or $1,000 hit your bank account, and for a split second, you felt like you'd finally made it. You told yourself this was the money that would finally go into your brokerage account. This was the seed money for your freedom. But then, something weird happened. 3 months later, you're looking at your balance and you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Somehow, that extra money just evaporated. Your car got a little nicer, your coffee got a little more expensive, and suddenly, your new floor is exactly where your ceiling used to be. Here's the thing, and I'm going to be blunt because someone needs to say it. You aren't getting richer. You're just running faster on a treadmill that's eventually going to throw you off. Listen, most financial gurus will tell you to skip the lattes, but they're missing the forest for the trees. The real killer isn't a $4 coffee. It's a psychological phenomenon called lifestyle inflation, and it is the single most effective wealth killer ever devised. It's the invisible tax on your ambition. I'm going to show you a specific strategy later in this video, something I call the wealth buffer ratio, that fixes this automatically without making you live like a monk. But first, you need to understand why your brain is actively sabotaging your bank account. Look, we've been lied to about what making it looks like. We've been conditioned to believe that as our value to the marketplace grows, our cost of existence should grow at the exact same rate. But if your expenses rise at the same speed as your income, your net worth is effectively zero. You are just a high-earning poor person. Did you know that nearly 40% of people earning over $100,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck? That should be a shocking statistic. These are people in the top tier of global earners, yet they are one bad Tuesday away from total financial ruin because they fell into the trap. They traded their future freedom for a slightly softer leather seat in a car they only use to drive to a job they're now terrified of losing. Think of your income like a high-pressure water hose. When you're starting out, the hose is thin, and you're just trying to fill up a bucket. As you get promoted, that hose gets wider. More water is coming out than ever before. But instead of keeping the bucket the same size and letting the excess overflow into a massive reservoir, your investments, you're out there buying a bigger bucket every single time the pressure increases. You're working harder, earning more, and yet the reservoir is still bone dry. It's an exhausting way to live. The frustration comes from the hedonic treadmill. This is a scientific reality where humans return to a baseline level of happiness regardless of positive or negative changes in their lives. That new car smell lasts about 3 weeks. That apartment with the better view becomes just the place I live after a month. But the monthly payment? That stays for 5 years. You are trading years of your life for minutes of dopamine. It's a bad trade, and deep down, I think you know it. Now, I promised you a way out. The secret isn't deprivation, it's decoupling. Most people couple their lifestyle to their paycheck. If A goes up, B must follow. To break the trap, you have to implement a success tax on yourself. Here is how the wealth buffer works. Every time you get a raise, a bonus, or a side hustle win, you are only allowed to feel 50% of it. If you get a $500 raise, your lifestyle can only improve by $250. The other half is redirected to your investments before it even touches your checking account. This allows you to actually enjoy your success, which is important, while ensuring that your wealth reservoir grows faster than your lifestyle bucket. Imagine the shift in your energy when you realize you aren't trapped. When you stop inflating your life, you start buying back your time. There is no luxury on earth, no watch, no designer bag, and no luxury SUV that feels as good as the quiet confidence of knowing you don't have to work. When your investments start covering your basic needs because you refuse to let your ego dictate your spending, that is when you've truly won. The world wants you to stay on the treadmill. Your neighbors, the advertisements on your phone, and even your own ego are all conspiring to keep you broke and flashy. But you're smarter than that. You've seen the trap now, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Stop being a high-performance engine with a leaky fuel tank. Start building that reservoir today. Take that next pay increase, chop it in half, and put it to work. Do not wait for someday to start investing, because if you don't control your lifestyle now, someday will never have enough money in it.